y'all. It's Derek season. Did you start already? We're gonna start again. Come on. Last time the video was ass, I'm not gonna lie, shit was not good. But we about to go over here. I got a different setup this time. We're gonna see how this gonna go. And yeah, this shit should be good. Honestly, like, I'm tired of these questions that's like making people look stupid. And what's the capital of Maryland?
Ain't no capital in Maryland.
You sure? What is cancel culture? Well, I don't even know. Let me hold on. Cancel culture or call-out culture is a phrase contemporary to the late 2010s and early 2020s, used to refer to a form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, whether it be online, on social media, or in person. Those subject to ostracism are said to have been canceled. What is cancel culture? I'll tell you. It's modern day Salem witch trials. It's like everyone's getting canceled these days. Kanye West, Dave Chappelle, Tiffany Haddish, R. Kelly, Kevin Hart, J.K. Rowling, Jordan Peterson, Ellen DeGeneres, Shane Dawson, Doja Cat, Shia LaBeouf, Sneeko, Andrew Tate, Kim Kardashian. The list goes on. And when does it stop? Why not rehabilitate these people and make them better people so they can go back into society and humanity and help? But no, we just want to cancel them. That's BS. One thing I recognize about cancel culture is it's very inconsistent. There isn't any consistency. The only time it's consistent is when it's inconsistent. And that's a paradox within itself. But these days, most people just get the finger pointed at them for any and everything. It's like once you get canceled, you're no longer human. So you're telling me that I can't grow or become a better person over time or change my mind or opinion on anything? How can I possibly do that if I get canceled? You're going to cancel me and stop me from even becoming a better person or changing my mind on a topic. And once I'm canceled, I'm subhuman. I shouldn't have the rights to do anything. I'm a coon. I'm this, I'm that. How will there be any growth with a mindset like that?
Who are they to tell me what I can and can't do?
I mean, we're better to hear different ideas and argue.
I've been canceled. Right. I've been canceled before they had cancel culture.
Comedian and actor Kevin Hart is stepping down from his duties. There's been an outcry over his past homophobic tweets, and Hart says he doesn't want to be a distraction.
Then you're also putting a hierarchy over who can be offended. Now I'm offended. How about that?
Cancel culture thrives on social media. It's because everyone's behind their screen with their thoughts and opinions. Well, I went to the streets of Towson to see what other people thought about cancel culture. It's the Derek Show. I'm about to ask some people some questions, but we ain't get nobody yet. So we still trying to get people. We possibly got these old motherfuckers right here. This shit on my fucking face is occurring. You want to be in the video? No? Fuck you too then. Well, it didn't go as smooth as I thought it would, but I waited, and after rejection, I was close to giving up, and then we got our first interview. What's your name?
I'm Liam.
Nice to meet you, Liam. So, is it anything about cancel culture that you don't like, or is there anything that you do agree with?
Ooh, I mean, I think that like cancel culture, I think it get a little out of hand.
Right.
Like the whole hype around, it's just like you say one wrong thing, boom, you done for.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I understand like you also got to, like, hold people accountable, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Yeah. That's my 2 cents on it.
Got you. Are you afraid of voicing your opinion?
Depends who is listening, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind
So,
of.
who can be listening if you're not afraid to voice it?
I guess people that don't get really offended easily.
Got you, but
You know what I mean?
how can you share your opinion and, you know, so like...
See, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know.
So would you not share your opinion? At least not online? Or would you just do it like...
Not online.
Are you in college?
Yeah, I'm in college.
So what college you at?
I'm at Towson.
Towson?
Yeah.
So would you share your opinion in class? Do you feel like you can share your opinion? Do you feel like it's okay to share your opinion?
Sometimes.
Do you have an opinion that you feel like you could share? You want to go
Opinion
light?
on what?
It could be anything.
Ooh. Dude, I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes I feel like I could share my opinion, but it really just depends on the scenario, I feel like.
Is there anything you're afraid of being judged of when it comes to your opinion? Is there anything?
Shoot. I mean, nothing coming to mind right now.
Got you.
Yeah, nah.
You good?
But,
You don't know?
I don't know, man.
All right, well, that's good, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, of course.
All right, have a nice one.
All right, you too.
All right, I'm here with
Grace.
Grace. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Nice to meet
All right, what's your thoughts on cancel culture?
My thoughts on cancel culture is it's pretty unacceptable.
In which ways is it unacceptable?
I believe it's unacceptable because you're taking opinions and basing fact off of opinions.
Right.
And unless there is fact behind the cancellation, I don't feel like it's validated.
So what are some examples of that where that happened?
Ooh. I know a lot of people are being canceled for pedophilia.
Isn't that a cancelable thing?
Well,
though?
yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I'm so dumb.
No. You don't want to come back? You don't want to come back? I'm here with
Sean.
Sean. Nice to meet you, Sean. All right, are you afraid of voicing your opinion?
No.
No? Well, first, how do you feel about cancel culture?
I think it's an overused term. I think it's a trigger word for the right.
When you say the right, you're talking about the...
Yeah, I think it's just a way for the right to get people riled up so they vote for them because, well, why else would you vote for Republicans?
Got you. Are you afraid of voicing your opinion?
No.
So, are you afraid to be canceled?
No.
No. Why not?
I don't think I have any opinions that would be that terrible that I would get canceled.
Is there anything you said in the past that might get you canceled?
I can't imagine.
No, you can't. All right, as a white man, do you feel like anything you say could get you canceled?
I think it's possible, but I don't think you can really get canceled. I think.
So, like, okay, you're white. If you said white lives matter, do you think you could get canceled for that?
I don't think people would want to hang out with someone like that because, I mean, how's that different from saying white power, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I mean, you are white, though, and your life does matter, you know? So,
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with saying that? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think saying Black Lives Matter means that white lives don't matter.
Right.
I think saying Black Lives Matter means that, like, they're going through something,
Yeah.
and what you're doing is acknowledging that, and I don't think that is saying that white people don't matter.
Got you. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right, thank you. Have a nice one. When I first started the video, I was a little stiff. I didn't know what questions to ask. Give me a break. It was my first time. Right around this interview, I started getting a little bit more comfortable. You'll see the progress as I keep going.
You want to go first? If you want to go first, you can.
He's nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Why haven't you subscribed? Go subscribe. The button's right there. Go do it. It's not that hard. It's real simple. Go subscribe. I'm here with
Jose.
Jaya.
Joaquin.
EJ.
Naya.
Buddha.
Nice to meet you. Alright, so first, what's your thoughts on cancel culture?
My thoughts on cancel culture is I just think it should not be a thing for real.
Why is that?
Because everyone deserves to have time on the internet, especially have followers and stuff like that.
But like, what if you racist?
Then yeah, I mean,
What's your thoughts on cancel culture?
My thoughts, it really seems like it really gives that just nobody has their own opinion. Like, you can't really say anything you want to say without like somebody feeling in some type of way. Like, you're not entitled to your own opinion at all. So it's like, what's even the point of saying how you feel at all when somebody's bound not to like it? So it's like, what's the point of even having an opinion?
I'm against it. I think that you should be able to speak whatever you want to speak and say whatever you want to say.
Quick pause. Why?
Because I think let me think.
What's your thoughts on cancel culture?
I feel like sometimes they can cancel people for kind of stupid stuff, but sometimes they be right at the same time.
Stupid stuff like what?
You know, like, let me give an example. Some stuff I feel like they could be a little too sensitive towards.
Like what?
That's the thing. That's a good question. Like what?
So, what's your thoughts on cancel culture?
I'm against it. I feel like dare to be different, be yourself. You know, like the problem is if you're not pushing what the world wants you to push, then you automatically cancel. And I feel like we look up to the wrong people. We shouldn't be looking up to, like he said, the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions, and stuff like that. And I feel like even as far as, if you don't mind me saying his name, R. Kelly. We got a lot of R. Kellys in our households.
Yeah.
But because of his mainstream and who he is as an artist, and, you know, people look up to him, per se, you feel me, then he has to be canceled. So I don't agree with it. And I feel like Kanye West, the Andrew Tates and everything, they need to focus on people like you and I who feel like we have a voice.
Right.
We can't use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our First Amendment. That's our right.
Right.
You know, we have freedom of speech and everything like that.
On cancel culture, I think cancel culture is like kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's like this for me because some shit needs to be canceled. Like, I feel like a lot of shit that people have been saying they've been getting away with a little bit too much. But then again, if you like, then again it's like, now we can't say shit without getting canceled. Like, if I was to say something, I think, and they like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's here and there for me, for real.
Right.
Because I think everyone should be able to voice what they say. I mean, that's how humans. I think that's how humans.
That's how human conflict brings growth. You think that?
Yeah.
Got you. So like, but like, what if it's harmful to like a certain community or a certain person or anything? You know?
Define harmful.
Define harmful. Let's say we just say all gay people had AIDS. You don't think that's harmful?
It is offensive, but I think it's. I think you should be allowed to say it. I don't personally agree, but I think if you want to be ignorant and say that, then you can be ignorant.
Free will. You got free will. Most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the right reasons, per se, like,
what's the right reason?
Like violating guidelines for a certain app, like say something racist on the internet, everyone sees it. You're obviously gonna get canceled for that due to guidelines and stuff like that.
Right.
But if they say, I mean, if somebody posted something about someone like in a negative way,
like what?
Like saying I was fucking on this girl and stuff.
Right.
And then like,
but it really happened. So why would you get canceled if it didn't happen? You know what I mean? You're saying if it's a lie? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying like, and then they get caught up for it. Like, I wouldn't say they really get canceled for it, but like, it really depends on what someone did or how they did it.
Gotcha.
In my opinion.
Okay. I know for a fact, like, stuff when it comes to race, they're not sensitive.
Right.
That's a good thing.
Who's they?
You know,
They/them?
like Twitter.
Twitter.
Twitter, they violate for sure. They violate real bad. So do TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok is soft.
Eating.
Let me ask you this question: are you afraid to share your opinion, especially online?
No.
Do you have an opinion that you would want to share right now? This is gonna be online.
Okay.
Why you so hesitant?
I'm not. I'm just really trying to think of something.
You ain't got nothing on the top of your head.
I'm trying to think of what's going on right now.
Like, if you cancel a human, isn't that like kind of like unaliving somebody? Like, you have no rights to opinions. You shouldn't be human at that point, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like saying someone can't talk and be accepted in society at all, it's kind of like bullshit. You get what I mean?
I get that, but then again, a lot of the times when people get canceled per se, what they're saying is kind of like attacking somebody or like it's harmful in a way. Like words are harmful, if you get what I'm saying. So
Give me an example of that.
let's talk about. Let's say, damn, just put me on the spot like that.
Are you afraid of voicing your opinion?
It really depends. Most of the time, no, I really don't.
No. Is there anything you would like to say right now that's an opinion that you feel like you could get canceled for? Is there anything that you could say that you could get canceled for?
Nah.
No?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Yeah.
Everybody got something they can get canceled for. Are you sure?
Or we can talk about if you're keeping up with it, this Nicki and Lotto situation.
Okay. I'm not keeping
You're
up
not
with
keeping
it.
up, basically.
Right. So when you say that, it's interesting that you bring up the R. Kelly stuff, because I feel like a lot of people look at he just a rapist and this for the rest of his life, and I'm like, well, he gonna be human for the rest of his life too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the best way to, like, instead of canceling somebody, rehabilitate them? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like at that point when you just cancel somebody, it's like you just throwing them. You might as well just throw them in solitary.
I feel like
kill them.
That's the easy way out. I feel like that's the easy way out. It's easier to just shun this person or get rid of them than to help them.
Are you afraid to share your opinion, especially online?
Online, nah. Sometimes it depends, because sometimes, let's say I'm in a group with people that I know they all disagree with me.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to share my opinion, but I do think twice, like what I'm gonna say, because I know that if there's a mistake that I say, they will use it against me. Yeah.
So it's like it's never gonna stop. They always gonna cancel people.
Got you. So as a black woman, do you feel like there's anything that you can say that can get you canceled?
Absolutely.
Like what?
I wouldn't date outside my race.
Got you. Why is that?
I feel like it's a.
You're canceled. So no, I'm asking go. Can you see humanity or society progressing with cancel culture?
Definitely.
With cancel culture?
Yeah, with it.
In which ways? How?
I would say from like negativity to racism to like following politics, going against religious beliefs and all that stuff.
Yeah. But okay, so if that's the case, the opinion, like when you put your opinion out there and you get canceled for it, it's not factual. So at that point, who is it hurting, or is it hurting anyone? And how can that make society better if no one can voice their opinion and possibly put up something to like make society better? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in which ways do you think that could happen? You get what I'm saying?
I would say like a celebrity put a post, because you know how like what's
Kanye West.
Yeah. Okay. Kanye West. He put a post out, something going against cancel culture.
Right.
Someone said, like another celebrity.
Right.
He says something. You know how like most people that follow like a certain celebrity will go with whatever they said. They'll just agree with whatever they hear.
Right.
Hearsay type stuff. Compared to like saying like a person with lower followers or lower fame.
Right. Okay.
Right.
They might not want to, mess with a trans person, and that's okay. Like not everybody's okay with that. So
at that point, is a preference and opinions, and people act as if these things can't change or that they're fact. And I mean, do you feel like there's anything that you can't say?
That I can't say?
Yeah, like in general, like is anything that you can't say about like that'll get you canceled? Is anything? The setting is school. Would you be afraid to share your opinion in class?
No.
No. Why's that?
Because I think you go to if you go to university, I think that's the place where you get to experience the world for the first time, because there's people that think completely different than you.
Gotcha.
So if you want to grow and become like a world citizen, then you have to be able to talk about the different opinions that people have. Because if you just say like what the professor wants to talk about or what is considered normal nowadays, I think that you don't really grow. You just continue with the same like agenda.
Got you. So you're saying that it's bias, and how can society or humanity grow without different opinions?
Yeah.
Got you. And that's kind of redundant. Like it's kind of productive. So okay, are you afraid to be canceled?
Nah.
No? Why you left?
They've tried to cancel me before.
Oh, tell me about that.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was in like senior or junior year in high school.
What did you say?
That's what I'm thinking. I said, yeah. So we were online, and there was this teacher. She had like an online lesson, and we got in and started like messing around like with fake users.
Right.
And like I played a song, during the lesson, and I know now I was wrong.
Right.
But at the time they were like, "Oh, that was Jose. You shouldn't be doing it," because the song was like inappropriate because of what it said.
But that's your favorite song.
Yeah, I mean, even if it wasn't,
It was inappropriate for the classroom. That's what you're saying.
yeah, definitely. But like inappropriate in the way of what it said, like the lyrics. It's like the.
But it's your favorite song.
Yeah, I mean,
And you're a human
Yeah, that's.
with needs.
I know, but I mean, they try to cancel me, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Over a song?
Yeah, the thing is, it's like I'm Latino, so like Latino, like reggaeton, it's like music depicting women in like a certain way.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, I wouldn't really agree with that, and like not in the classroom, and like just not in general.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. What if I say tacos suck? Should I be canceled?
Nah, I mean,
Are tacos your favorite food?
Nah.
Should I be canceled for asking you that?
Nah.
I feel like I don't know. It's about like it's just a comfortable thing. Like that's not my preference.
Gotcha.
It's nothing wrong with them. Like you like who you like, but that's my preference.
Key thing you said, preference. It's like, that's a preference.
It is.
And not only that, it's kind of opinion based. Because like, the reasons why you might, I ain't ask you why you don't want to date outside your race, but if you got into that, it would be like, well, I think this and think that. It might not be true about all people in different races. So at that point, I don't think you should get canceled. You know, and not only that, that's been a thing like over time where like if you lived in this part of the world, you dated this kind of person or dealt with this kind of person. So now it's more diverse, but it's like, you know, we from the, I don't know, I'm assuming that you're from the hood, so it's like, you know, that's what you grew up around, so it's like I'm used to that. Yeah.
So it's like you just know that's not.
And you shouldn't be canceled for that.
You shouldn't.
So, is there anything that you want to say before we get off?
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself, bitch. All right, thank you, appreciate it. It's probably my first time asking this today, but is there any way to stop cancel culture?
No, I'm not. I don't think so. Everybody has their opinion, and everybody gonna be offended by somebody else's opinion.
What if it was a law made to make you stop cancel? You think people would kind of like,
No, I don't think there's nothing that could stop cancel culture at all. Because for one, that's something that's real big in social media. That's almost everything you see in social media is somebody getting canceled.
Right.
Like they canceling Nicki right now. Like it's always something new. People love drama, so people gonna feed into drama regardless.
I'm really like, what's the word? I don't want to say proud, but like comfortable in what you're saying. Are you afraid to voice your opinion?
No.
Are you afraid to voice your opinion online?
Not at all. I wouldn't be right here.
Okay, why? Why is that though?
Because I am who I am. At the end of the day, it needs to be said. Like I said, you know, these kids are growing up in a world where as though they don't have a voice. Everything is already set in stone for them. Like, as far as the artists, as far as the shows that they watch, the TikTokers, everything is already set in stone. So why be afraid of my own voice when it can help somebody else?
Gotcha.
So no, I would never be afraid of voicing my opinion on any platform.
So they canceled Nicki Minaj for saying that her song should have been nominated or put in a.
She said basically they were saying she was attacking Lotto.
So she got canceled for that.
Yeah, but she wasn't attacking Lotto. If it makes sense, like if I could.
You think that's bullshit though? You don't think that's bullshit?
I do. I said it,
but you did say from the jump that you 50-50 with it, right?
Like
so
it's some. I feel like
all
sometimes it needs to be canceled, sometimes it don't.
So are you afraid of sharing your opinion?
All right, so I would say this. I was definitely around like, you know, where we our community now. I was really afraid of that shit, but like I'm like at the end of the day, like ain't nobody gonna stop me. Right. Ain't nobody gonna change me. Ain't nobody gonna change my opinions. So at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna say it now. I'll just say whatever I want to say. Right. But yeah, I'm not afraid now.
But a lot of these situations, people aren't getting canceled for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Andrew Tate got canceled recently for like all the things that he said.
Yeah.
I don't think that he should be canceled. They don't cancel Cardi B that talks very poorly for like in her songs.
Yeah.
And you see Andrew Tate because he has a nowadays not so mainstream ideology.
Not to agree to sanity on everything. Yeah.
According to society, it isn't okay to think like his way. I mean, even if I'm not saying that I agree or disagree, but it's a public like platform, I think that you should be able to say whatever you want to say.
And are you afraid to share your opinion?
Never.
Never. Why is that?
Because I know that I'm entitled to my own opinion, even though everybody else may feel like people aren't, which is why they say stuff and which is why they cancel people. So it's like, if that's what you feel like you got to do towards me, that's what you got to do. But I'm never going to be scared to say how I feel.
Right. So after saying that, are you afraid of being canceled?
Not at all.
No. Is there anything that you could say that might get you canceled?
Absolutely.
You want to say one of those things? You can go light. I understand you got a life outside of here.
I know, but it's just, I don't know, I talk a lot of shit, so it's like...
Me too.
It could be...
That's my first language.
Literally, so it's like, it's a lot I could say that get me canceled.
Attack is different because, like, easily you can say something and somebody can just be like, no, that's wrong, and this, and that. Yeah. But it's also to a thing of, like, it's this one guy, I forgot his name, but, like, he can't open up a bank account. He can't, he off of all social media. I don't even think he come to America. Or I don't even think he can travel or something like that. It's something like that, but like that's extreme, right?
It is.
And like at that point, it's like you're not human.
Yeah. So yeah.
For saying how you feel, whether it's a racist comment, whether it's this or that, it's just like, how can we possibly grow as a community or society, or how can humanity grow if you can't voice your opinion and instantly get canceled or like caught out for? You know, like it's almost like a witch hunt.
Yeah, that's true too. I feel like with that, it's everybody's opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but I feel like everybody has to take into consideration that some things are better left unsaid, whether it's your opinion or if somebody said their opinion and you want to have like a rebuttal to that. Like some things are better left unsaid. I feel like that's the only way. But people are so like they're so driven by other people's opinions, whereas though they can't.
What's some extremes that you've seen of people getting canceled and whether or not you agree with it or not? Matter of fact, has there been a time where you agree with that person should be canceled?
No, it's never been a time that I agreed, but I could see to why, because they're not pushing what they want them to push. So everybody knows the Kanye West situation, the Andrew Tate situation. They the only people that's getting canceled, the people that have an open mind to things. So, you know, people, and not even just in the public eye, you get canceled from your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't turn vegan, and that's a problem in my house.
Oh, you vegan?
Yeah.
For real?
Like my thing is, as a child, you want me to eat all my vegetables, but now that I choose to eat vegetables, that's a problem. So you already canceled, you know what I'm saying? So anything that's different or unseen or unheard of, and you know, this technically, it's always been, that's for, I don't want to say the other culture, but that's mainly for them. You know, black people, we need our meat, we need our protein. It's like, no, you don't.
I'm happy you said that.
You know what I'm saying? No, you don't.
I've been looking up about that.
We already get canceled. We already get judged, and it starts from the household.
Yeah.
And that's where the emotions come into play. Like, you having a bad day, it doesn't mean to make that your life. Do something about it.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
And basically, what you said to me, for me to sum it up, because I'm gonna stop it right here. But human, you just human, and people need to. I feel like it's a comprehension problem. Just comprehend that people are human. If you can't comprehend humans, at that point it's like, because like, at first, from like my first 18 years of my life, I was homophobic because I was taught that, and not only that, it was just like, it's not what I am, so I shouldn't like it. But like, I was in class with somebody in college, and I spent the whole semester with them until they finally came. They didn't come up, but they told us about their culture, and I'm like, oh, I spent this whole semester with you, and you gay, and like, you never tried to hit on me, and it was a different experience. So I'm like, damn. This is just another person at this point. And it's like, if you can't see that somebody a person before like their sexuality or this, it's like at that point you might as well just sign off, because it's going to be detrimental. It's not going to be right. So
just for you do that, and your doctor might be gay, but you putting all your trust in him to save your life. So that's why I said you always got to have an open mind. You know what I'm saying? You always got to have an open mind, open heart, so you can be open to new things, and it's going to open new doors for you.
Definitely.
So yeah.
All right. So with us saying all of that, do you see like, how can we get rid of cancel culture?
Yeah. I think it's more about taking away the power of the corporations. Like, if the society wants to cancel it, like as a society, I think that's okay, because that's in it, like freedom of speech, like boycotting it. But the moment, like, let's say that Instagram bans your account, or Twitter bans your account because of what you said, I think that's where it crosses the line. No, like taking the power away out of big corporations.
Gotcha. Okay, I feel like that's a good way to start, but like,
that's what I
I think the best way to start is probably like comprehending humans. You know what I'm saying? Because like, no, I know that's like it's so simple, but it sounds like a lot, right?
I think we're far from that. And as time goes, I think that as time is going like on,
yeah,
I think people stop comprehending humans even more, like every day, because I don't know that like since the moment that I don't know they teach you sort of. Like if someone disagrees with you, like don't talk to them or something like that. And I think that's like the stupidest thing. If you want to become smarter, if you want to become smarter or like more knowledgeable, then you should be able to question your beliefs. And you won't question your beliefs with someone that believes the same thing as you. You have to question them through
perspectives. You need perspectives to grow. And I think just trying to cancel people for just saying I'm hungry, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's really that's small, but it's like it's really extreme at certain points. It's like, come on, really? Is there anything that you want to say before we get off?
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. All right, have a nice one. I appreciate it, Buddha. Most definitely. You too. Hey, Jose, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it was
appreciate nice meeting you, man. And if you want to see the video, I can give it to you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for talking. You know, I've been out here for a minute. Ain't nobody stopped, bro. We was out here for like 30 minutes, bro. Well, I appreciate you, Nadia. Thank you.
This is nice.
Most definitely. This is the end of the video. If you made it here, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe yet. Like this video, comment, do all of that. I would have greatly appreciated it. But thanks for watching the video, man. Honestly, I'm looking forward to posting more and giving more exclusive content, but I'm editing right now as we speak. And this is OD. This is about like overall like 40 minutes of footage. And yeah, I can't be posting 4 episodes of unfiltered stuff to YouTube, so I'm gonna have to change it up and figure out some kind of way to get it, the unfiltered versions, on a different platform where y'all can pay for it and subscribe there if you really want to be a part of this. But yeah, in the meanwhile, you know, I just got YouTube. I'm gonna post the shortened versions on YouTube and probably a little bit on Instagram, but for the most part, yeah, I'll be going straight to YouTube and probably like a Patreon or something, or like possibly OnlyFans. But we gonna see. All right, man. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.
Ain't no capital in Maryland.
You sure?